Hello and welcome back to my channel from beautiful Queensland in Australia. 30 degrees, bit of a breeze blowing, absolutely perfect for gardening. And today we'll be working on the other side of the shade house. So I built a new shade house recently. So we're going to be putting some garden edging around it. So they'll start here to match the one on the other side, around all the way up and across to the gate. Now, this one actually won't have plants growing in it. This is going to be designed using big concrete blocks and all sorts of different containers like this. And what I'll be doing is I'll be growing plants that can actually live outside, that are actually tolerant enough to live in the heat. Once the sun moves, mostly this side of the shade house is in shade, so it is going to get a lot of shade. So what we're going to be doing, making the frame today, but first of all, get out the whippersnipper and cut back the grass, ready to go. Putting all the cracker dust in over the top of the black matting. And now the front part and the side part outside the shade house on this side is complete. What we did was we had an old oil drum that we got cut in half into two different sizes, obviously. Because it was a little bit sharp on the top, we took some old garden hose, split it and put it around the edge, just in case I lean in there and I catch myself, or anybody else does as well. And just in case the little bit of oil that was left in there, even though we worked really hard to get it all out, there's still some in there. We put a black plastic liner in and cut plenty of holes in the bottom. And there are holes in the bottom and top of this, so there's drainage there. But that was just to stop any of the oil that was still sitting in there from getting on to the plants. And now the other side of the shade house that I've been working on is complete, other than some more plants that will sit out here on the shelving that I've set up. These plants are actually okay to grow outside in our extreme heat. They do get a bit of shade in the afternoon, as you can see. However, they can grow in full sunshine. These are Kangaroo Paws, a native to Australia. And just for my friends overseas, when the flowers come out, they actually look like a kangaroo paw, obviously the name. So these ones are big reds. They'll grow to about 1.5 meters. I have some osteospermum, which is your African daisy that grows really well in my garden. I took some cuttings, and as you can see, they're very happy and healthy in there. Over the back here, there are some cashew nut trees. I have a large cashew tree in the backyard. Takes a lot of years to throw seeds, but it threw seeds a couple of years ago and it throws them every year. These were just 4 that were hanging around, but under normal circumstances I'd probably have 70 to 100. These are some more African daisies here. Once again, they live quite easily outside as well. And here we have some Australian native grevilleas that just seeded off one of my grevilleas. So there's a lot of different plants here. There's only going to be road base in the bottom. Nothing will ever grow here. Easy for me to get to. And like I say, they will live outside. You know, gardening's fun. This is not how I intended this to look when I first built it. These are not the beds that I expected or the little gardens that I expected. However, like with any kind of gardening, it's an ongoing process. And you know what? You can change it if you like. I hope you're having a fabulous day. It's absolutely fabulous here in Australia. Oh, we've hit 31 degrees today, so it's nice and warm. I'm actually going to go upstairs and get myself a wine and come and sit down and enjoy sitting in my garden. And I hope you do the same.